Good morning. Welcome to real-time watercolor painting. So I did not do any warm up. I was thinking maybe do a warm up. What could I do here? Let me see. Hmm, Looking for a good vehicle for a warm up. This is I forgot what they call this. I think this is Amazon Basics watercolor paper. Let's just try to do something. Um, I'm just going to grab this like a reddish color. Let's see. Let's just see if we can paint this thing right here. I hate line painting, but I'm just gonna see about depicting this little. Get some yellow. And then I did have when we painted this, I found I had a good bone color. I think this is it right here. Let's see. It is a bone color, which is has a hint of yellow. And I'm gonna grab a little of this gray here. So we're using that to try and get this face of the building. Let's see how it looks. You know, the actual thing is a lot more yellow than that, but anyway, let's see. We go right here. And now I'm gonna see about just getting a deep green. Grab this gray right here. And that's not really too great. Let's see. All right, that might be good. Okay, we're gonna try to do negative space and not touch the actual building. So just gonna start right here. For celebrating this new brush, which is called the Onyx something. So that looks okay. I want to get the other side of this steeple, and then so that's good. We got a consistent plane behind the steeple here, and then I am going to try to go. Well, actually, what we are looking at is here. I'm gonna try to get the. You see that little chimney thing? I'm gonna try to get that, and I failed to get that, but whatever. Let's see. Now I'm gonna try to go take that same color, but hit it with some red. Looks okay. I don't know if there's enough paint on the brush. I'm gonna come down here and let's see. So here we want to get that little chimney. Okay, that looks all right. Now I'm gonna just grab this kind of neutral green, and we're gonna try to get something up here that's just gonna. That looks real good. And then the thing about this paper is, once the paint's on there, it doesn't blend too good. Okay, and just sort of come down here. Let's see if we can just get a murky color there. Oh, and actually on the reference, it's not green back there. It is I'll get back to the green with the red influence. And that looks like it hits the nail on the head. Come down here. Let's just get this. Okay. All right, looks okay. Now this center area should be dry. Let's see if we can. Well, number one, let's try to get that roof more red. Here's a red. And put some yellow in there. Okay. I missed the boat. Okay. Well, 14 people here. Well, we're working on this painting here, and I just wanted to warm up, and so I'm just trying to do a little study of this little building right here. Who? Oh, great. Okay. Just grabbing this thing, which is kind of like Payne's Gray. It's a paint I think I'm running out of. It used to be my go-to paint for a dark, so it's called neutral tint. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again because I was really using it to excess. Okay, so let's see if we can put the first of all, it's pretty dry, so if you see right here this little thing sticking up, let's see if we can hit that. Okay, that's the shadow there. And then here we're gonna try to looks terrible. Okay, and let's get a shadow right here. Good. And then there's windows down here. Let's see if we can depict that with little L's. And then I guess we can come here. Oh, and there's like a thing on the side, which I guess we missed the boat on that. Oh, and there's actually a wall going this way on this little house thing, whatever that is. Well, it's sort of taking on a form, I guess. So let's see. And we can go here. This should actually be brown, but I don't have brown right off the top of my head. So, and I'm just gonna grab this. Here's a brown. Let's just try to go with the brown. And I really don't like outlines, and I'm doing outlines here, but somehow we're gonna have to uh get in there and say these are all houses. I guess that's good enough for the warm up. Ta-da, there we go. And now let's start hitting this and see if we can't. So here, this thing here, we started that with this. I think I'm just gonna grab some more green and try to hint at all these little uh, tree things nestled in there. So I should really be using a bigger brush. I'm gonna get switch to a bigger brush, such as the Treckle number 8 Protege Round. Okay, so we want to get ourselves a nice green, which is not too popping green. Like that is, I don't like that color, but that's a starting point. And sometimes mixing yellow with that makes it a lot more subtle. And that looks okay. I'm gonna maybe just a touch of this brown gold in there. And that looks good. So yeah, we're talking about doing this building here, which is right there, and then right down underneath it is this tree thing. So just gonna put some dots in there. Later on, we could do a wash on top of this, and it'll sort of smear into that white, which we can't really do it now because it's just gonna, mess up our whole scheme, our tree scheme. What else is going on right there nearby? There's another tree right there, which we already started. I'm gonna go right here. And this frames a negative space for this roof right here. That would be the edge of the roof there. This thing here, I suppose, was going to be that. And then we would want the orange roof to go there. So why don't we just try to go here to depict the negative space on top of that roof. Okay, cool. And, same thing right here. We're going to do a wash later to get rid of these little white areas. Okay, then we got this one happening. And maybe just let's put another little touch right there. Good. And then down here, here's a place we could really start defining these roofs. We got all these uh, roofs, tries already there. And I'm going to switch to this brush for no special reason. This is a size 1 Treckle Protege for short with short handle. I don't remember why I got this, but it's before I got this onyx brush. This was my number one fine liner, and so we don't want to use black, but we need a dark color. So hey, thanks so much for 2 thumbs up, much appreciated. So we want to get like I guess we're gonna start with this, which is kind of like a I forgot what they call this color, but it's kind of like Van Dyke brown, but it has a heavy influence of yellow. And so cool. And now we want to make that darker. So we could try this, which is like a violet that is, situated neatly in the realm of burnt umber, but it's violet. So that's looking good. So let's see if we can't start. You see these lines right here? We're going to try to hit those and start defining a 3D area here. So let's just give it a try. There's a line. Here's another line. And then there's a chimney here with a shadow. I'm going to try to do that shadow. And let's try to go down here with a very thin line. Good. And then here I want to really go darker. So I don't know what I have that's darker. This one is called Lunar Blue. I'm just going to get some water on there to activate. And this one has a strong green influence, but whatever, we're going to just try to make this darker. Well, it's getting there. I want to just try get a little bit of this. I used to have a little spray bottle. I don't know where it went, but this is cobalt blue, and this one is ultramarine. I'm just trying to get those activated. And this one here, all by itself, is a color I really don't like. But in order to get this darker, there we go. That looks pretty good, right? It's still a bit on the green lean, but so what? Here goes. We wanted this line darker. Here it is. Great. And then over here, it's kind of a cacophony, but what we want to do is get these two roofs. And so they are kind of small. Let's see if we can. I hate doing lines, but I've decided that in order to make these things look like houses, that we're going to have to maybe draw some lines. So that's good. And then let's just come here. I mean, my idea is that we can smear in new colors down the road, but right now we really have to say, hello, I'm here, I'm a house, and I better look like a house, right? So, try a little triangle here. If I was using any black in this would just look ridiculous if you ask me, but anyway, I just mentioned that. And then this, we're gonna want to actually, I'm gonna put water on that and try to blot it out, make it lighter. Next thing over here, we want some more green, but this close to the edge, I don't want any high contrast, so this has got to be a very muted green. I forgot what color that is. So we're looking for a muted green. And after I get all these greens put together, I'm going to add like some of this yellow because that has a way of making the green a little bit less, less aggressive. And that might be okay. I don't really like it. Let's see what else. I'll try to put some of this gray in there. All right, that might be good. It's a job for the test strip. Critical area. That looks not bad. I'm going to put some more water on there just to make it lighter. Because right close to the edge, we do not want to have a, an area of high intensity that is going to attract the eye. This is an area that should do the opposite of attract the eye. Okay, so if you see this triangle here, I guess we're going to say that is this. This, I'm going to say, is that, but whatever. Anyway, let's see if we can't elaborate on these brush strokes we have there from earlier. And that looks okay. And here, I guess we can come out here just a bit because we definitely want this to look like it's closer to the viewer than anything up here. So by extending out here, I think we are, bye! We are doing a good job on that. Okay. All right. That looks nice. All right. I call that a win. And here, I'm just going to try to, I'm going to try to get some of this paint here to disintegrate. I'm just going to put a little likewise right here. And if the lines got a lot lighter, I think that would be a real win also, especially this line right here. So let's see what happens. Didn't really get lighter. I'm gonna go directly on this dark. I want the whole thing to be lighter. Okay, getting there. Okay, that looks better. Good. Down here, if I could, we could smear it around. I gotta add some yellow to this area, which is the, let's say it's this, but I'm gonna exaggerate with some yellow because this really has to say hello. I'm in front of a lot of this other stuff back here, so there it is. I got a good yellow puddle there. I'm just gonna leave it there to dry. And what's up here is more green. I think we can. Well, actually, we had originally thought there was a roof up there, but I don't see it now. So yeah, we're just gonna get a green on the dark side, which was this, but let's just lean a little bit towards green with that. And let's see if we can't just let's see about just come up here. I don't know if this is a good idea to be doing this type of detail, but eventually we got to get into some detail here, right? And I suppose that this area here looks more refined than like this area here. And in my opinion, we would like this type of refinement to go all the way through the village. And since we got this green here, why don't we keep hitting on this area of foliage because I don't know, the more stuff we got happening, the more it could you know uh, look like a bunch of leaves, right? Just gonna put some dots in here. Why not? That looks good. I mean, it's starting to get depth and form in there. This looks pretty horrible suddenly. I don't know why. I'm just gonna see about make that a little bit more subtle. That helped a little, maybe not really. And what's down here? I guess we got more roofs. I'm gonna try to get some red. Get this. Maybe mix that with I don't know this orange we got here. That's good. So this is kind of like gonna be the shadow of these clay roofs. Let's see if we can't get this going right there. Okay, that definitely is hinting at form, all right? And okay, down here we got another roof. Let's see if we can. And I hate using the same color for this roof and that roof since this one is closer. This one should somehow magically pop, say, hey, I'm closer than that one. Okay, we're just gonna go. I don't even can't even tell what this is here. And if this is that, it's definitely in the wrong place, but whatever. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna go with a dark to try to represent this area right here. And I'm just gonna take this red, I'll mix it with that gray we had, and I think that looks okay. And so we want to do this roof right here, and we're gonna say it is, I guess we're gonna say it's this one right here. So why don't we, I'm gonna do the negative space that you see right there. See this on the left, that's the chimney. So here's the negative space of the roof. Try to leave and then we might as well put this line in right now. Okay. Okay, and then here we want a little sliver of white. So anyway, come down here, and then this is going to be the base of the chimney. This is there. That's the roof. This should be a super light highlight right there. Okay, that's it. This is our light highlight. Wish it was lighter, but it's not. And then here, from this point here, so that is a nice thin line we got going there, right? All right, and this is a very narrow, we got meet the line, crest of the roof right there. And then here. Running out of paint on the brush. Okay. And this one is skinnier. Okay. I'm going to bring this down together. And as I want these colors to sort of match, so I'm trying to blend them. Okay. Well, that looks all right. And this is white, unfortunately, but it looks okay. And then I don't know what's back there. I don't know. I guess we need another like orange, yellowish orange. So I'm gonna try this yellowish orange uh, to go right here. So just try to go right here. Just leave a little sliver right there to find this roof. It looks okay. I think we're going to have a little poetic license happening in this area right there. And then here, I guess we would want to get the dark green happening. And I'm in a hurry. I'm just going to mix paints gray and green to get a dark green. And that's right here. And the dry stroke looks pretty good, but I don't know if it's matching other stuff and we got already painted here. So there's a question mark there. It does look pretty nice. And then here is another roof coming in. So I'm going to try to get this V shaped. And I'm going to just pull it up a little bit here with some water just so it kind of fades into nothing. Looks good. Okay. And I'd like to fade out even more. And that looks good. All right. Nice. That looks good. So that looks pretty nice, right? I'm trying to zoom in on that. Okay. There it is. The little house with two chimneys. Yeah.